So, we have a bit of an issue here. Maybe not an issue, but we need to find the Solomon. I have no idea where he is. This is the one I need. The Cowl of True Sight. I'm going to put on Fane for now. I'll try to remember which one he had on. I have Duna's helm, apparently that's what I have. Okay. He looks so weird with that. I thought he had like a bandana on at first. Fane turning gangster, yo. I know, that was dumb. Anyways, the Solomon. Where is this guy? I'm not even sure where to start looking for him. All I know is that he exists. I wish I could even find how to get back. There we go. Where could this dude be, though? He could be anywhere. And then there's still the fact of that other thing that I have not figured out how to do yet. What way are they even taking? But yeah, we got a few issues to deal with. There's that one with those robot things. I don't know what to put there to wake them up and possibly get that thing going. Then it's a matter of just like, I don't know. Anyway, where could this guy even be? Because if we look at our lore, so we got Nameless Isle here. The suavely dangerous Shadow Prince and his shadowy senses were defeated. Yeah! Took a bit of time, but I actually did do it. So sorry so far. Find the Red Prince made love to her. I'm assuming she's probably somewhere in Arkston. Not here. So everything for Sebille has now been closed. Everything for Ifan's now been closed. The Fog of War. Yeah. I know about that. Unfortunately, with Roost, you could only do one or the other. You couldn't do both. It was really impossible. I was just going to be told to go to the Nameless Isle anyway. So, the Solomon is pretty much the only thing left here to do, almost. Except for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 2 altars. I know which one is one of them. Where is this guy even? I don't know where to start. He could be anywhere. There's no leads at all of where he could be. I mean, let's go back to lore here. Helping Alexander. There is nothing on the map. Helping Solo. We know that. That's Alexander. A likely patron. Slaughter the Solomon. His lair. I can release the Solomon stays between... yeah, that doesn't help. I don't know where his lair is. Like, not at all. Zero idea where his lair is. It's definitely not in the cave. It would be weird. It was no. That's an altar that apparently I need to use later. Not right now. See? Nothing in here. I can't do anything with the altar just yet. I would either need Alexander's head or Alexander's going to give me something to use on it. So right now it's pointless. Honestly, man, where could I even look for this dude? Zero hints at all. His lair is somewhere. I mean, we'd be with a bunch of black rings. I have my doubts. No. He's definitely not here. Cursed oil barrel. I'm sorry I touched this thing. Oh, it's already... I don't get the point of turning them on or off.
Death will become a thing of the past. Your enemies.
Am I supposed to talk to someone? I know this guy here is no help. Tormented Magister.
To the God King.
The dreamer remains for...
Yeah.
The Magister cowers, oblivious to you. The dreamer is twisting her own mind into a maze of her worst nightmares.
Look at this guy over here. He's so dramatic.
I don't want to go in the cellar. Please.
There's a cellar? What cellar? I mean, you guys... What the... Blind Priestess of the Ring? What? I didn't see you over there. Who are you? I didn't even see you there.
I taste it on the wind.
Ew, what do you taste on the
The
wind?
Black Ring Priestess turns to you. Her astonishing beauty takes your breath away. Her gaze drifts past you. and you realize that she's blind. She breathes in, as if tasting the air, as if tasting...
Compelled to
you.
taste her too? What do you mean taste her? I don't know. Laugh at the irony. The greatest abuse shall never see herself.
She responds to your laugh with a dip of her head. She raises a hand, telling you to wait. She produces a mirror of darkest black, holds it as if to look upon her own magnificence, and then speaks.
I mean, I
as
can't really
if to herself.
see it.
I
See her.
found God woken.
Indeed.
She waits a moment, as if listening to her own reflection.
It shall be done, O sallow one.
She closes the mirror, looks at you directly, almost as if she can see you, and then she smiles. A smile to melt the heart, a smile to drown in, a smile to send an army off to war.
Oh boy. Apparently, I only gotta fight her. Bam. That's all you get right now. You didn't awaken anyone else, at least, so we're fine. You. Atrophy. Go behind. Because I'm gonna do stuff to your behind. No, that's dumb. We're gonna use this. Wow, how do you miss that, Sebille? How do you miss that? It don't make a lick of sense. Boom, knocked down. No. Let's use the decaying touch because I never get to use it. And I can technically heal her. Now that she's decaying.
Prepare yourself.
Really? It hurts Sebille. Here, take it. Oh, wow. That really hurt. That hurt alright. Lost my magic armor, apparently. Now you ain't going nowhere.
Worms take you.
Crippled. Well, that was something? I don't know what that was about. I have so many black mirrors. I don't know what to do with them. What do you want me to do with black mirrors? So if I walk out now, they're going to be upset at me about this? I mean, she attacked me first. I was defending myself. Okay? She had no right to do that.
Your enemies shall be cast down.
That was weird. Found Godwoken, huh?
The seven
Yeah, well, the Godwoken killed you. How do you feel about that now, you dumb bitch? Why is it still red for this dude? I already fought him. There's nothing else over here. I mean, there looks like there could be stuff over here, and I thought about maybe exploring those areas a bit later. Like, what is the point? The Shadow Prince is dead. Just wondering if I can go up here. I mean, I could, in theory, try and jump over there and get that chest. Maybe. Oh, yeah. What do we got? Let's attack. Fine. Fine. Let's identify the gloves. I always press escape too many times, though. Ifan. Ifan! Whoa. Where's Ifan? Whoop. Here we go. Let's identify these gloves and see if they're any good. If you want magic, sure. I'm never big on magic because I always find that offenses tends to work great. See, there's actually a lot of stuff over here that I have not seen yet. The question is, it's funny that I can even... Why am I able to jump here, though, if that's lava? You can't walk on that shit. At least I don't think you can. I don't think you can. Why did I press escape again? Okay, so if I make my way over to... Let's go over here. That's the dwarven one. There's a lot of fire over here. There's a thing I can climb up. Oh, wow. There's a lot of stuff to explore in this portion. And I haven't really been to this part yet. I climb up the rock. And I think I might be able to climb down that rock. Is that possible? No, you can't reach it. It varies. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. It's so weird. Uh-huh. Well, I can go all the way to this portion, which is completely on fire. Cursed fire cloud. What happens if I do this? I don't think it did anything. You can get rid of a cursed fire cloud, probably. Wow, he's got some good range here, though. That's some very good range that he had. Thought that was maybe a trap, and I don't see anything hidden within. Nah, there's nothing hidden within. Can I go down here? No, I cannot. There's like a whole area here, and it's just, I know it's completely on fire, though. No, the only thing I can do is try and go further. Maybe. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on. Wrong. Okay, I'm limited to where I can go, actually. So it's possible I cannot. Why is this one partly red, though? I don't understand their logic of allowing me to go and land on top of lava. That is just so bizarre. But now looking at this, there's really nowhere I can go. Unless I head back up here, then I might be able to do more. Okay, yes, now I can start progressing just a tiny bit. A tiny bit, and then by tiny, I mean tiny. Climb up this rock thing and get this chest. I mean, whatever the hell it is. Yeah, it might be good. Yeah, that could be good for Sebille. Let's check Sebille now. My scroll doesn't seem to want to work. And I don't know why. Works up and then it okay, now it works down a little bit. Sebille. Would it go to? Did I never take it? I mean, can't reach. Oh. Wrong person. He never took it. Alright, Sebille. It's not that. Oh, it's another dwarven dagger. There's no reason to have it then. Now, how much further? There's a whole place back here, actually. But how do I get here? There's a whole place back here with no idea how I'm actually going to do it. Can't even get up here. He's not... No, he's not... His weight's not bad, right? Not at all. This is going to be a tough one to get to. It could be possible. It might be possible. But it'll take some time. And then there's something over here. What? I'm not really sure. And it continues even further. Okay, not as much further, but there's still stuff here that I don't even know what it is. Okay. Now, how in the hell am I gonna get up there? A dwarven skeleton, huh? Okay. Don't care, and I don't really care, actually. See, it's very iffy to even get up there. It might barely be possible. It's not even possible from here. What's funny is I can actually get onto this point, maybe. I don't think there's much I can even do. Oh, really? There's a thing down. Okay, that's just ridiculous to get to, honestly. See, I might be able to get up here, which will then maybe allow me to start making my way up there, because I can't see any other way that it doesn't connect to anything. And you can't do it from this side. So this is the only way that looks like it's feasible. Yeah. Okay. No, I didn't really remember using up that much source, but it's fine. No, what? I'd be better off going up there. Up here, it has that. Maybe I should try that out. I would have to go through the necrofire. Yeah, I would have to go through the necrofire, unfortunately, so let's do it. It's not that bad. I've dealt with necrofire before. Well, I can barely do it. Huh. Well, these are like buried, but
I've spotted something.
you spotted something. Well, the Red Prince is good at this stuff, so... Fane. Where is your thing? Here. There we go. What's in here? Oh, hi. Okay, sure. Sure. Okay. Really? Nothing in there? Nothing here. No caves, no nothing. Nothing to take. This is Trumpet of Death. Do I want to know what that is? Probably don't. Okay, Ifan. Yeah, look, pressing alt, there's nothing else here. Can't even talk to this stupid thing. Sure is a long way to get to there. Hell, I'm not even sure if it's still possible. Okay, you know what? Let's climb up here. I'm best off trying that out. Come on, get up there so the necrofire doesn't hurt you. There's a lot of weird shit going on. Take it, I guess. Augmenter, I don't really need one right now. Oh, look, 9 gold. Okay. Pickaxe two-handed. I'm getting to like the max of what I can do. Oh boy. That's not even possible from here. Oh! Oh! You see that? You see that? Oh yeah. Now Fane, just in case, we're gonna meet up. Red Prince hat like that, I don't want it to be. There we go. Okay, I don't think there's anything special here. I knew that was Elven too. Otherwise, it doesn't look like there's anything particularly great here. Mushroom thing. Can go up there. Dwarf. I don't need that. It's just useless stuff mostly. One shovel, pickaxe, bedroll. Bedrolls never run out, so there's almost no reason to grab more than one. There's really nothing up here. Ah, Red Prince. Let's do it. Tell me what's in here. What? Abandoned service tunnel. Well, that is new. But for what? Just in case. I might have just saved, though. I have no idea what this is. That's nothing. Oh, something here. Wait, Fane. Get that. Another one of them. Whoa, empty perfume bottle. I don't want that. Something happened, I feel like. Something shifted, didn't it? Let's go in here.
The doors loom above you. One step closer to the council, one step closer to divinity. The others must surely be thinking the same. After all, only one of you can ultimately ascend. Time for an honest discussion, perhaps.
Oh, what the hell's happening
Looks
here?
like we're at the end of the line.
Are we?
Look, divinity is an immense responsibility. All that power, it corrupts. I saw what it did to Lucian, a soldier like me. I won't let that happen to anyone else. For their sake, and the sake of Rivellon, I must ascend.
I'm gonna think.
We're finally here, on the doorstep of divinity.
This is divinity?
Merits a word, doesn't it? After all, only one of us can become the new divine. But don't worry, I won't stand in your way. From the moment you came back for me on that ship, I knew you were special. You've proven it time and again.
She kisses you on the cheek.
Whoa.
You will be the new divine. I will remain myself. All I ever wanted. Really.
Man, Sebille's changed.
Well. This is, as they say, it. Divinity. Surreal, is it not? So much more.
So this is where I would need
insubstantial
persuasion.
almost than desiring an empire, or vengeance, or fame. That said, I'll not deny I very much aspire to the surreal. No greater emperor than the one that sits on the throne of gods.
I need to think still. Where are we? Divinity beckons. Sebille backed my claim on divinity. But hold on. What do you mean divinity exactly? Like where exactly? What is this? I know I don't have the persuasion.
Well, divinity. That said.
Let's see. Say that among the two of you, you are the most worthy of the throne. Tell him that there is no higher honor to be had than to stand by you as the new divine. Tell him that as the new divine, you'll need your friends close. He must stand with you. Tell him that when you're divine, he shall be looked after if he shows loyalty now. I don't think Constitution would work. Yeah, I know.
Come, you know I'm not so easily swayed. I am the prince.
I'm not going to get to you yet.
Emperor of everything.
Let's disagree for now.
Spare me. It'd be laughable to even contemplate the throne of gods.
I'm just curious, but I'm not going to continue here. I'm just curious what happens.
You're worthy of a position higher than a doormat. Whereas we both know I wipe my feet on you. The throne of the gods is mine. To stand in my way is to invite one's own annihilation. It's been a pleasure.
And then he goes. Parents probably left the party, but they were kind enough to leave you a backpack containing all the belongings you can find in your inventory. So I don't have enough persuasion here. And I don't know. Let's load it. Okay, you know what? I need to backtrack a little bit. Because I don't trust being here right now. I'm not really ready to become divine or anything. I wasn't even expecting that was a thing in this map, but... Anyway. I gotta work on some of my persuasion for sure. And... think I could probably go back to that boat. Because I don't want to lose my teammates. I wonder if there's more discussions I could do with the Red Prince and Ifan.
Well, this place is, welcoming, isn't it?
Tell him if you're not sure what to think about the prospect of Fane. Ask how he feels about Lucian's betrayal.
Well, let's just say, not good.
I should talk more to them to, like, whatever there is, my things with them.
I don't even know what to say.
Because it seems like it helped a lot with Sebille.
Ifan pauses, staring hard at the ground. He roars, a fierce, mad glint sparkling
That's
in his
the
eyes.
story time!
All this time, to think I'd failed. To think I just didn't get there in time. When the truth of it is I was sent on a suicide mission. The Divine. No excuses. There's nothing divine about one who could do that.
Let's agree.
I can't forgive him. And I can't forgive myself for trusting him. It's a mistake I can never make up for. And one I'll never make again.
Well, let's get more info
Well,
out of this guy.
is, welcoming, isn't it?
Let's hear more about his time in the Divine Order.
He barks a laugh, teeth bared.
Look, I'm a simple man. Give me work I understand. Good company, open skies above me, and a boozy night in a tavern now and then. I'll be content. Only difference between being in the Order and being a lone wolf was that way back then I really believed in something. But it didn't exactly pay off. I mean, has belief ever paid off for you?
Tell him if you didn't believe, you'd have nothing to live for.
He nods somberly, tilting his head back and taking your measure. He smiles a small smile, but it doesn't quite reach his thoughtful eyes.
I miss it. The belief. Maybe you can remind me what it's good for.
Look around the intimidating vista. Wonder what Ifan thinks he would do now. Maybe let's hear more about him.
I'm from the deserts of Mezd originally. My parents died
that
when I
why-
was very young. No more than a cub.
Does that have to do with your name? Ifan Ben Mezd?
They were spice merchants, killed by bandits as we were trading on the forest roads. The elves nearby saved me afterwards. They found me hiding in a wagon and they took me in.
Ifan bites his lip, hard enough to draw blood.
They were my home until I was old enough to join the Order. Mother Melody always said I'd have a hard life. She saw it as fact, since I was born under the waxing moon.
Tell me you were born under the waning moon.
Ah, a gentle one. Shy and intense.
Sure, sounds about right. I don't know what elven moons mean.
I've been striving my whole life to prove mine wrong. To, zero success.
Let's ask if...
So far.
Let's elaborate on the being caught by the Magisters. The fake mustache. There's so much stuff.
His eyes glitter as he stands tall to tell the story, hands waving expressively. You can see it's a story he's used to telling, one he enjoys weaving for an audience.
So, underneath the tavern in Driftwood, there's a place I feel right at home. A delightful little hive of scum and villainy. A few months back, I was relaxing down there after a job. Just a hint of Drudanay. You know, a hint.
Feels like a drug for what I saw.
All of a sudden, a tiger prowls in. I jump up, but everyone else is just ignoring it. And then he picks up my scent. His eyes turn blue, and he leaps to pounce on me. A fury of claws and teeth. I flip the table and start scrambling for my crossbow. Nowhere to be found. And by now, the tiger's right on top of my eyeballs. So I do the only thing I can think of. I summon Afrit, my soul wolf. And now everybody reacts. Screaming, scrambling around, pelting for the stairs. Drinks flying everywhere. And that pesky tiger? Nowhere to be seen.
That makes it sound like you were crazy.
Turns out
Yep.
it was Drudene messing with me. Stronger stuff than I'm used to. Also turns out some people don't appreciate spectral wolves tearing up the place. So some people called magisters on me.
Let's laugh about it.
Well, it's guarded by a grouchy-seeming dwarf named of Papa Thrash. But he's a real sweetheart once you get to know him. I love that password of his. Open minds and closed fists.
Say that the Magistrates have a list of known sorcerers, and one of them is a lone wolf named Riker. Does Ifan know him?
No. Heard of. Yes. He's got a lot of pets. I heard he takes them as souvenirs after every contract he fulfills. But I'll be honest with you, I don't ask too many questions about why. I don't, want to know.
How about the fake mustache in the tavern?
An old lone wolf colleague of mine in disguise. Callow. He's hunting Godwoken, but don't worry. I didn't tell him our little secret. Poor fellow'd have an attack of the bloody flux if he knew what was really going on.
Let's say we like the nickname he gave Ifan.
Ifan bites his lip and laughs.
That'll be tough for you to say without any teeth. But be my guest. Give it a whirl.
What will happen if you show up at the sawmill with him? We already did that. Tell me you'd rather spill secrets and... Okay, well, there it is.
Don't worry. I'm not going to hand you in for the bounty. Sure, you could do the very same to me. I think we should know who hunts us and why. Just play it cool. We go in.
Well,
we
that's
get
kind of
answers,
over.
We leave. Nothing more to it than that.
From the glint in his eye and the wicked smile he wears, you can tell he speaks in jest.
All right. It has the potential to get messy. Very messy indeed. But I've got your back if you've got mine.
All right, let's see if there's anything he's afraid of.
Ifan raises an eyebrow and folds his arms, looking every inch the man you'd hate to run into in a dark alley at night.
Of course I'm afraid of things. Heights, the dark, even spiders, truth be told.
Well, we met the giant spider and got the kiss of the spider.
I just do things anyway. The fear doesn't go away. But my body is used to the rush by now. Keep going long enough and, well, the intensity is how you know you're alive.
Let's wonder how we got the lone wolf monk here, Silverclaw.
Ifan smirks and shakes his head.
I'll spare you the tall tales we usually tell. When a new cub joins up with the lone wolves, we interrogate them. Then, a very complex equation decides their new moniker. I don't remember all the questions, but I remember enough to give you a lone wolf name if you want one. So tell me this. Which of
Okay,
these
let's
scenes
give-
attracts you the most?
Alone in the shade forest canopy.
Ifan nods and raises his eyebrows, a slight smile brightening his face.
And then, target in sight? What's your preferred execution method?
Drop it here, seasoning there.
Right.
Ifan scrawls something on a little piece of paper and hands it to you. On the page, in thick black letters, is written Silver Fane.
I mean, whatever.
Not as pant-wettingly fearsome as Silverclaw, but not bad. Not bad at all.
All right, let's see if I grew up in the forest. If he has any tricks he could teach you.
For sure. Always carry a snack.
Ifan reaches into his tunic pocket and pulls out a strip of dried raw meat. He takes a tiny bite and offers the rest to you.
All right, let's gingerly accept the jerky.
Now, what else do I have to share?
Ifan rummages around the roll-down tops of his boots and grins in victory as he plucks a single mushroom from the fold.
What?
Aha.
He hands you the mushroom with great ceremony, bowing as he holds it aloft.
That's we're supposed to eat the mushroom raw too.
Oh, I wouldn't. This one's not for eating.
Uh-huh.
But I'll tell you, it comes in handy if you're dining with someone who really needs to
Assassination.
lose their life. And soon.
Ifan smiles and looks around before reaching high into his
Drudene?
suit
Really? You
and
still
pulling
have
out
that?
a
I know I said it
tiny
wrong.
wrap. The unmistakable scent of Drudene hits you
Oh,
when
it's
he holds
close.
it out to you.
The last weapon in the lone wolf arsenal. You know.
Oh, I
Half the
see.
toughest
Relief! And then you see crazy tigers!
He winks and tips his fingers to his temples before loping off.
Well, there you go. That's with Ifan. How about the Red Prince now?
What's on your mind?
Alright, I didn't think these were so important. Let's ask him what he thinks will happen to House of Shadows after Shadow Lord and the Prince is dead.
If this man was to be believed, he was the House of Shadows, which implies said institution exists no longer. I am not of the opinion, however, that this man was to be believed. Was he prince? Maybe. Did he truly work for the good of our empire? Perhaps. He could have been no more than a lowborn, with a taste for drama and deceit. He could be one shadow prince in a legion of thousands. All that matters is, he's dead. No longer can he stand in my way, or pose a threat to Sadha. Which quite calls for a celebratory round of drinks, as far as I'm concerned.
Indeed. Tell me, starts to explain what led to the explosion of the ancient empire.
He sighs, rather dramatically.
Oh, perhaps that's because I don't quite enjoy broaching the subject.
Tell him to broach it anyway.
If I must. The long and short of it is that I was banished because I was found in bed with a demon.
Damn! Look at him. He's just told a fast joke. A demon? Ask how the hell... All the hell he ended up with a demon in his bed.
Because I invited her in, of course. How else? You clearly have a hard time understanding all this, so let me paint you a picture.
No, because it's not... I don't think it's typical to have a demon with you in a bed.
I am a prince of the House of War. There are others with that title, but none of them are the Red Prince, the jewel in the crown of the Empire. I lived in the Forbidden City, a vast complex of palaces that houses the royal family and its servants. No others are allowed to enter it. As for myself, I was never allowed out. That is the price I paid for my genius. I was too valuable to be exposed to the dangers of the outside world. All the wars I won, and I won them all, of course, I won from the comfort of sofas. Bring me information, and I will deduct, then instruct. From amid the ultimate opulence of my quarters, I expanded and very much ruled the empire.
One of those who just gives orders, doesn't actually get his claws bloody.
I had it all. And frankly, I got bored.
Let's say bored while untold Mills would trade places with him in a heartbeat.
You miss the point. I did not suffer the boredom of some spoiled brat. Mine was the absolute absence of challenge. The longing not simply to watch the horizon, but to journey towards it. If I could not experience the joys of the world beyond, I had to bring the world to me. Miraculous what a sorcerer can do with a little arcane lore. I summoned demons, the most dangerous game in the world. But they knew they met their match in me, and so we conversed. We drank wine, we played chess. Converse with demons, and you learn of the shadows behind creation. Drink wine with them, and you have visions of worlds beyond worlds. Play chess, and you know that one wrong move is certain death.
And what happens when you sleep with them?
My mind rejoiced. Now for the body, I reasoned, so with a certain succubus, I spent nights that would surpass your understanding.
I think I would say it actually sounds exhilarating.
So you do comprehend. I spent a whole year in the company of demons, every night atop the white library tower of my palace. It was my great study of existence. It was my supreme joy, even if
it led to his downfall?
Yes, even if it led to my downfall. What happened next was simply unforeseen. One moonless night, the succubus that was my lover turned to me, fangs exposed. But I could tell from the glint in her eyes she
Fang
wasn't
play.
bent on our usual.
Oh, I'm sure somebody's drawn that.
There was no light in that glint. It was the darkness of the void, the wet darkness of spilt blood. And in short, I was afraid. I tried to move away, but it was too late. She was upon me. She had done it. She had outmaneuvered the Red Prince. Finally, I was vanquished.
I don't trust a succubus. I'm not gonna say something so dumb. So what happened next? Say you can't stop the story there.
She went for my neck, quick as a charging cobra, but then suddenly it's as if time ground to a halt. Something deep inside me welled up, a power I never
Sorcerer
knew I
power, I
had.
guess.
She simply froze under my stare. Then she screamed. A scream so abhorrent its ripples caused birds to fall dead from the sky. People covered their ears in vain as they went insane. The Imperial Guard forced itself into my chambers and found me with the succubus still on top of me. I believe the phrase is caught red-handed.
Or more like caught Red Prince. Hi-yo! Ask the Red Prince what he should do next. Ask him how royalty finds life on the road.
At first, I admit it was all rather tiring. I was, after all, marched out of my own empire, and I've been hounded by the odd assassin ever since. After that came the indignity of the collar and incarceration. But ever since we decided to be so bold as to bid our farewell to Fort Joy by any means, it's all been rather fun.
I guess this is the new experience he was kind of hoping for.
Oh, I could complain about the food and the lodgings and the sheer barbarity of the common folk. But in truth, all of that fits within the larger frame that is adventure. Adventure is precisely what my life was missing.
So it's good to hear he's taking such a liking to life on the road.
Yes. As long as that road eventually leads all the way back to my throne, that is.
Say that you were you a lizard? We wonder what the house, the ancient empire you'd belong to.
What house? Ah, a peculiar query. But very well, I'm no stranger to parlor games. Let's see. From what I gather, you've a certain mystical quality about you. A penchant for the surreal. and the
Penchant.
visionary.
What a French.
There can be no doubt
No,
that
what
would
a
place you in
high. I don't know what to call it.
the much revered House of Dreams.
Let's say that sounds about right.
Don't get your hopes up. We don't adopt.
All right. Well, I've conversed everything with you.
How may I help you?
Oh, damn, she's got so much still. Say her touch she trusts you with the song that controls her scar.
Oh, honey, you should be. It was a trust. not
Damn, what a
faith
flippin'
that I
attitude she
assure
has.
you. The mere recollection of this tune, it haunts me. Sometimes, in dreams, I hear it whistled, and I fear it's real. I fear I'll never wake up again because it holds me enthralled in the night. And when I think of what it made me do, it's enough to make me want to flay whoever sings it.
She pats your shoulder awkwardly.
But darling, no need to tense up so. I'd never do that to you. Well, not unless you'd attempt to sing the song before we meet the master.
Well, we already did it.
But you're far too smart for any such shenanigans, aren't you? Of course you are. Now then, on a more serious note, how about a hug?
This gets
Come
him for the
here.
hug.
An embrace, a sweet, stolen moment.
See? I told you we should do this again sometime.
Let's say she makes you good for a goddess.
The very best.
She cocks her head ever so slightly and eyes you as innocently as a kitten.
Why? Don't tell me you disagree.
Let's just say let's just do this one.
Thank you. I quite agree, and I'm sure I'll have mercy on you when I'm a goddess. You, but a mortal at my feet. In all seriousness, though, the prospect both tickles and terrifies me. I mean, divinity. Will it be a blessing or a burden? Would we be truly omnipotent, or merely the servants of an unruly universe, as desperate for control as we are now? And then there's the question that makes me shiver most of all. Would we still be ourselves? Would I remain Sebille, or would my mortal soul die upon gaining divine
Let's just say we've thought about the same thing. All we can do is try and see.
Take the plunge and don't look back, huh? As good a plan as any, I presume.
She sighs and closes her eyes, then smiles her easy smile.
Such a silly game we play, to be a god. It's quite wasted on mortals, if you ask me. We are all of us too blemished to become immaculate.
Discuss the revelations about her being a prime scion.
Yes, I am the prime scion. A revelation that came quite out of the blue, which is somewhat ironic, considering I'm supposed to be my people's foremost memory keeper. Quite slipped my mind, though. A slave scar will do that to a girl.
Let's ask if there are any revelations that jogged anything in her memory.
Yes, a great many things. Days long gone.
She looks down, an uncharacteristic cast of melancholy passing over her face.
Gods, I was so young. Imagine it. To sit enthroned under a vast forest canopy. To look down upon a crowd of thousands, their bodies aglow with countless rays of golden light falling through the leaves. You hear their voices as one. One mind, one thought, and it's your name they incant, as if the word itself were magic. Sebille. They said it like I was the cornerstone of their existence. Isn't that silly? I didn't even know myself.
Do you know yourself now?
Good question. It's a very lonely thing indeed to be the object of a people's worship. What is revered is feared at the same time.
She absent-mindedly fingers her needle, hesitates.
I used to love poetry. I used to love wandering the forests for days on end. I'd swim in the rivers and forget to dress after. It was fine. I was alone. I'd bask in the sun, sleep nestled among bear cubs. Nothing out there would harm me. But always, they would find me, the scions. Always the mother tree would call me back. For one day, I'd be free no longer. One day, my legs would be roots. To wander would be but one lone memory among millions.
She's never been really free, has she?
Clearly not. Though I must admit that even to sit on that throne amid that eerie crowd, destined to become leaf and bark, was not so dreadful a prospect as what came next.
When the master took you?
When I decided to run away from the mother tree with only the moon for my guide, it was a terrible journey. Soft-leafed branches became vicious like whips. Moss-bedecked rocks became sharp like the stone axes of old.
What, like the whole forest was rebelling against her?
I grew weary. I was bleeding, in pain, and how I gasped when for the first time an animal eyed me with malice and growled. That is when I heard them, the whispers and the taunts, the low howls of men, the snare cut so deep, the blindfold, it made me panic.
Let's come
The
for her.
dark.
Somewhat to your surprise, Sebille doesn't recoil.
This is the third hug we've
You
had
to
with her.
hug
Thank you. That very first moment of darkness. I've never been so scared ever since. Then there was the stench of those men. The burn of the ropes. The jeers and the kicks. Until the dark went silent. Even those barbarians didn't dare speak in the presence of the master. But I'll not speak of him and his methods. Not now, anyway.
This master is dead. She is free.
It feels magnificent, if somewhat unreal. But first things first.
You look on as Sebille bears her arm and drags her needle across the word master, like a knife,
Still in her.
drowning the black ink in blood.
Whisper a few words of healing magic as he placed a hand over the wound.
With a few ripples of source, the wound closes, leaving behind but new scar tissue that effaces all trace of the hated word that was.
Thank you. You're such a sweetheart.
She laughs. Her cat eyes dance with mirth.
Now, it's over.
Give her a congratulatory hug.
She hugs you back warmly. Next, she takes your hand in hers, meets your eyes in
It
earnest.
feels like it's like a love story developing here between a skeleton and an elf.
I just can't thank you enough. I could never have defeated the master without you.
Shows me nothing.
I owe you everything. But I do, and I won't forget. I am free now.
She places a hand over the fresh scar on her arm.
I've known the opposite too long to want to spend another day hollow with hate. Another night hollow with
I'll
loneliness.
never be lonely again.
I know I needn't be, if you show me a little love.
You kiss her on the cheek, and she laughs, full of life.
All right, the final one. Like she killed the mother tree.
She sighs.
Deep down it feels like a betrayal. A just betrayal. I know that many will say I failed my people, but I don't think I have. Even as I sat on the Prime Scion's throne as a child, watching pilgrims pass by in worship, I could hear her whisper, much like the Master would whisper, Mother and Master. There was precious little difference between the two. Both of them longed for power so absolute it's no more than an abstract. Yet it is that very abstract that causes so much actual misery for those that stand in its way. My heart may be conflicted, but my mind is not. I did the right thing.
Well, there you go. All that dialogue. And I don't think I've done much convincing, unfortunately. There's this one place here I have not been able to reach yet. Otherwise, there's not much else happening here. And I would have to remake this journey, obviously, but let us take a gander. See, I don't even really know where to go anymore, actually. You see, I'm not even sure if I can get... Oh, I can. Yes, good. Lady Vengeance. I can get back to Lady Vengeance. So many people here. All right, I'm going to go and give Fane some extra persuasion, I think, because I am definitely going to need it. Well, I won that one. It was a tough battle, but I won it actually this time. So now I have the sword on me. That was definitely a tough one. Phase capacitor. I have no idea what a phase capacitor even is. I just take all of them, I guess. You never know when you're going to need them. But phase capacitor control artifact, and I don't need that. Everyone, come on, join up with me here. There's another one here. What a phase capacitor. I don't know what to do with any of these things. And I have the sword, I believe. Right, Fane? This one here is not that good. But I have it. I got the experience from this battle. Now, I wonder if you can... Really? You can't steal swords from them? Well, why would I complain? There's no reason to complain, really. Though I did misuse one of my source things because I was a bit dumb. And giving farsight to one of the enemies. That was not smart at all. That was dumb as all hell, but whatever. I don't think it really mattered too much. Really? You can still source from these things? It's so weird. Which means that this place is now officially done. There's nothing left to do in here. I collected everything from everyone. I got the sword. It's not that useful. And I think that's all I can do right now. Don't think there's much else to do. Nah, probably isn't. So this is probably going to be the end of the recording. I'm just going to check one more thing. And that will be the end for sure. I've got a lot of Divinity parts recorded, though, which is good. Very good to have. Alright, let's exit this cave. And check something. Yeah, honestly, there's nothing left in here. But at least I did the battle. It was still tough, but I lost nobody. Which is the most important thing, really. Okay, let's warp here. And let me just check. Where is it? Where is it? Over here. Though I still don't think I have what I need for it. I have no idea what to put here. Actually, I'll meet you when everyone actually does arrive. Still don't know what I can do with this. And I don't think I can craft anything. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Alright, I'm going to end it here. I did enough. So, still have to figure out about this one. Still have to figure out where the Solomon is. I'm probably just going to end up murdering everyone anyway. Anyways, that's it. I'll see you next time, and I'll probably get hints by the time this is uploaded if I haven't recorded already. So long.